Rosalie Cullen. The book doesn't give a lot of backstory on any of the characters, actually. I think there's so many of us that it would have just taken forever. But as the series sort of unfolded, you got to know each and every one of them a little bit more. And Stephanie Meyer, the writer, she gave us a backstory before we started to give us an idea of what we were doing and add in, a certain amount of depth that may or may not have been incorporated. Rosalie was raped and beaten by her fiance back about, 100 years ago. And she almost died, and Carlisle found her, and I guess, he couldn't bear to see her bleeding and dying on the ground, and so he actually changed her into a vampire because he wanted Edward to have a soulmate. And he thought that we would be great, and for whatever reason, Edward didn't fall in love with Rosalie. And Rosalie really just wants to be normal. That's what she's always wanted, even when she was normal. She didn't want to be as beautiful as she was. She didn't want to stand out as much as she did. She kind of just wanted to be like an average young woman who got married and had a family. And so I think that a lot of the anger that she carries it's not necessarily coming from like a malicious place. It's coming from more of a place of envy, because she just wants to be normal. And so when Bella comes into Edward's life, it's like she's not looking at Bella in a vicious, jealous way. It's just kind of like, I want to be you. I want to have whatever it is that you have. I don't know what Edward sees in you, but whatever it is, he didn't see it in me, and I don't see it in me, and I want to be that, Mm-hmm. And it's actually quite sad. A lot of the kids, I think Alice is the only one that is living in sort of like a bubbly world because she doesn't remember what it was like to be a person, but the rest of us are kind of sitting around going, we didn't have a choice. We didn't choose this. Carlisle chose this for us. And so we're all playing that a little bit. There's like an underlying resentment, I think.